Yo, 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 it's your boy Told You Resurrected back again. We're doing SSR Junpei. Yeah, he's also a co-attribute. Yellow, I guess he'd be good with Kaito Yuki, the new SSR version. We're doing a little review right here, or tutorial, breakdown, showcase. We're just going to jump right in. Auto skill details. Don't use elusive rules to restrain me. When turn starts, applies damage dealt, increases itself. The effect scales with the amount of allies having student of Tokyo Jujutsu High attribute within the wave. Up to 30% maximum. Basically increases up to 30%. Yeah, exactly. One ally, two allies, you can see. Okay, so yeah, we'll jump into the abilities. Tentacle thrust. Skill 1 deals melee attack damage to target enemies equal to 134.6 of curse technique. Yeah, I got them all to 5 for about. I didn't want to go too much with the resources. Applies 25% curse techniques damage dealt decrease to target enemies for 3 turns. Effect scales with the remaining number of turns of continuous damage. Poison applied to the targets. Continuous poison damage applied to targets. He's also good to stack in this maximum. Maximum with remaining 3 turns. If the effects are applied to multiple targets determined from the target number. So yeah, you can scale this multiple times on enemies. And I think this does, yeah, multiple enemies too. I don't think it's just one. Okay, Moon Dregs. Moon Dregs. Applies attack nullification to self for a total of 1 time in 1 turn. Applies draw attack. Basically, it applies draw attack, 30% curse technique increase to self, and then also 14% damage taken. Take a decrease. So you basically, he's like a little, I wouldn't say little, but he's a tank, a weaker tank than I would say what Panda. Yeah, Panda might be a better tank. He's a tank that does poison and can stack. So if you're able to keep him alive with maybe Shoko or just like buff him up, he does a draw attack and damage dealt decrease to the whole team. And then also poisons the enemies. Like this ability 3 deals melee attack damage equal to 252.3 curse technique and applies continuous damage poison equal to 87% curse technique to target enemy for 4 turns. Applies 20% damage taken increase to target enemies for a total of 4 turns and 3 turns. Effect scales with the remaining number of turns of continuous. So this one stacks as well. Or did I read that already? My bad, I read that already, guys. I'm a little high. Okay, so don't mistake the value of life. This is all deals range attack damage equal to 687 of curse technique and applies continuous damage poison equal to 260.50% curse technique to target enemies for 4 turns. Applies 38.16 curse technique decrease poison to target enemies for 3 turns. The effect scales with the remaining number of turns of continuous damage poison applied to the targets, up to 15% of the original effect. Maximum when remaining 3 turns if the effects are applied to multiple targets. So this, I don't know, I don't get that part with the maximum remaining 3 turns. I mean, it's an alt, so we'll see. I guess you're able to do it again. Doesn't make sense too much, but yeah, we'll just jump right in. I guess maybe like it means by stacking, like if you already have the other poison ability, we'll see. They don't really describe or explain abilities too much, especially since this game is converted from Japanese to English. So yeah, we're gonna jump with Shoko, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna use him, Shoko, Yaga, and they're gonna assist. They're going to assist Toji. There you go. I think that should be good for now. And we're about the same CP as the enemy. It's Tower Evolutions. Increase command all for cell. Alright, I'm gonna do that when I have the chance. So yeah, I'm using this recollection bit. Damage taken decrease to allies for 1 turn. Same for him. I'm gonna use that when if the enemy is able to get their ult. So I'll use it the turn before. Also Shoko. Cursor covers itself. Yeah, it's gonna assist. Shoko's gonna basically buff Junpei, because it was same attribute. Gonna show those abilities buff that same attribute. Alright, we're gonna poison him. We're gonna do damage dealt decrease. And buff Shoko. See how many times we can stack this poison. Let's do a decent amount of damage. 10,000. Stack it again. Nice. That's about 30,000 right there. We'll definitely do another one. Overseas ult. That was good though. So he's really good at stacking. His stacking, so it's what, 2 to 3 stacks, it definitely does a decent amount of damage to the enemy. Hopefully this limited floor is like stronger, strong enough to survive. Let's see. Yeah. We'll do that. And I'm actually going to put Toji in the back because he's just way too strong. Try to stall with Yuji. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I got Robin Hood. Okay, yeah, we're gonna use his ult. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, we'll use his ult. Combine him with Yuta. Oh, yeah, Kaito. Wow, that's a durable enemy. So damage-wise, not bad. It's kind of weak, but at the same time, let's see what we did. Decrease curse technique degrees. I got the poison, 35 to 25%. Continuous damage, 50%, and then I got the poison. When turn ends, takes 37,000 damage of poison. That's a lot. And then curse technique decrease poison. So yeah, basically 2 of those stacked already. And then the technique damage taken 5%. So that wasn't bad. What should we do? What should we do? We should. Did I just get it again? Wow. Okay. Nice. So stacked it is definitely dangerous. We'll see how much damage he loses. Uh-oh. It's over. That was good, though. Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was. Yeah, it is. Wow. 5837. So, what, 60, almost 100,000 HP in damage after that one turn between the 2 stacks. I think it was like stack 3. So, yeah, Junpei's not bad. SSR, I'd say really buff him, but he's not a main. He's a good support tank taking. He's a damage sponge, and also in return he takes damage from the enemy passively. That's pretty good. But yeah, definitely if you like the video, like and subscribe. If not, dislike. I don't mind. Have a great day.